Right. Yeah, we can't spectate the Champs Select yet. Yeah, I'm looking at your screen.
I won't be denied.
I'll come back stronger.
We are live. Cool. Awesome, everybody. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? We made it. We made it to the stream.
Welcome to the University of Manitoba stream against the Miami Redhawks here today. The Division One team of the Manitoba Bisons are going head to head with Miami, and we're jumping straight into Champions Select right away. What we have on the screen here, we've already seen some bans. We're seeing the Sejuani ban and Zoe ban coming out for U of M, as well as a Jarvan ban. On the other side, we see a Gangplank ban
And is that a Vladimir?
A Vayne there,
Or
and
am I
third ban.
not seeing that right?
Nope,
Yeah,
third ban there, we are seeing the Galio. So those are the bans. Sorry, folks, we're just catching up.
yeah, no problem. Yeah. Don't worry. We'll figure it out by the end, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So that's pretty standard bans. You definitely don't want to see that Zoe coming in, or Sejuani, very, very strong in the jungle, and Jarvan as well. Or was that a Jarvan? Yeah, Jarvan as well, very strong. So pretty expected ban phase here, and Vladimir, a nice first pick, safe top laner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they're going to be picking up that Vladimir. Such a tough lane to gank.
Exactly.
When someone has the Vladimir, so pretty obvious choice there. We're now seeing the Xayah being picked up on the other side for the Miami Redhawks, and the second pick is
It is going to be Zach.
Yeah.
And speaking of ganks, very, very strong ganks out of the Zach after level 3. Can come in from very far away, and you have to really watch where you're placing your wards, because the normal ward spots may not necessarily work against the Zach.
Yeah. And then back to the University of Manitoba side, Tristana is being picked up at 80 carry. Obviously a very solid 80 carry as always, and they're currently hovering the Gnar. Does it happen? Gnar's, they already have a top laner, unless they're going to move that Vladimir over to mid, so that looks like that's possibly what they're doing.
Yeah, it looks like that is what they're going to be doing. It definitely wouldn't see either of those champions in the jungle. So,
I mean, Gnar jungle would be spicy.
It would be pretty spicy, but I think our palates are not quite ready for that.
Yeah. I played a Zyra jungle the other day. It was fun.
Zyra jungle?
Anyway.
Yeah, well, we'll see if that goes into the meta. You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it first. Also Zyra and bot lane. But anyway, back to this game.
Tristana, a very good pick into Xayah, Xayah very strong in lane, Tristana very safe in lane, and scales up probably better than Xayah, arguably. So we're going to see that range coming in late game if that Tristana can stay safe. Speaking of staying safe, looks like the Janna pick coming in for the support for Miami, and that is, just
a top tier support pick.
Yeah, you know what Janna does. Everybody knows what Janna does. She disengages, she shields, she crowd controls,
and if you're good enough, roams really well. So
yeah, that's right. So just a great pick into pretty much any team composition you're looking for.
Yeah, and now we're stepping into the second round of bans here. We're seeing being banned out. I believe that is the Tarek being banned out by the Miami Redhawks side.
Miami, yep.
And they also ban out the Skarner. On the University of Manitoba side, they ban out the Azir, the big threat over in the mid lane right now. And the next ban for them is the Camille.
Yes, and that is going to give them set them up pretty well for their solo lanes. They have the Vladimir and they have the Gnar, and they've banned out a couple of champions who they think might be able to do well into those matchups. And so the Amumu hover coming in, which I don't think is there. That's the Ornn. That's the Ornn being locked in for Miami. And so that's just big old tank in the top lane who will be able to provide a bunch of crowd control and presence in team fights, which is really useful for this composition we've got shaping up here.
Yeah, exactly. Miami Redhawks together so far putting a solid team fight composition and everything they're going for with that. Meanwhile, we're going to look at getting some heavy picks over here as they get the Kha'Zix pick now locked in for the University of Manitoba Bisons.
That's right. Yeah, the Kazakhs very, very scary in the early game. Able to bully out that Zac a little bit in the early counter jungling if that ends up happening. So the Kazakhs a nice pick into Zac in the early game. And if that Kazakhs gets snowballing, then look out Miami.
Yes, definitely. And then their last pick there, they pick up the Brum. So Brum's here for the game, as well as Rise being the final pick for the Miami Redhawks. So again, we got solid team fight potential on both sides. This could be a very exciting game where teams are just going to crash into each other 5v5. But again, yeah, if you like you were just saying, if Kazakhs can kind of snowball over on the Manitoba side, that could be an extremely big thing that can happen in this game.
That's right. And the University of Manitoba bot lane actually looking for a little bit of all-in potential here. We've got the Kazakhs supporting them or coming up behind them, but the Braum melee support really looking to get in on that Janna, get that passive down, and get that Tristana auto attacking so that they can stun that Janna and maybe get an early kill in that lane. That would really relieve the pressure of the strong Xayah push and the Xayah lane presence.
Yeah. So yeah, so far interesting pick ban phase. So again, if you're just tuning in, we are watching the Division 1 game between the Manitoba Bisons and the Miami Redhawks. We do have an RP giveaway that's going on today, and if you've been in the past, we're doing it a little bit differently than we've done it before. Before we were just like spam social media things, but now it's going to be a lot about being active in Twitch. So you basically are going to get points for watching the game today. So for every hour you're watching, you're going to get 12 points. We're also going to do a Q&A. And the first person to answer a question correctly will get 5 points that will go towards this draw at the end of the stream. So if you're here to watch all day, you're going to get a bunch of points. If you can answer some questions, you're going to get some bonus. So be sure to be active on here on Twitch and in the chat and all that to be able to get all that going. So we are just going to wait for the spectator delay, and we will be jumping into this game right away. But let's just jump into our first question for this game. Why don't you go ahead and ask that?
Sure. Just one moment here. I'll bring it up.
Oh, sorry. I set you up for failure. I should tell you.
I thought I was ready, and then I was not ready.
See, you have to know, I play support, and I'm a giant troll, and I set up my AD carry for failure all the time, so this isn't too much different than what I do on a constant basis over when I play League of Legends. But anyway, while the rest of that should be a question, I will just ask one of the first questions here. Question number 1, who's going to win this first game? I'm going to imagine we got a lot of U of M fans over in here, but if you think Miami Redhawks are going to be able to pull it off, give that a shout. Question number 2, who's going to get first blood? Do you think it's going to be that Kazakhs who's eventually going to snowball? Do you think it's going to be Tristana over in the bot lane or Xayah? Let us know down below who you think is going to get the first blood. Question number 3, who in this game will have the highest and best KDA? Who do you think is going to pop off? Who's going to be awesome? And who's going to kill this game? And then most farm and CS will be the next question after that. Do you think it's going to be a game where it's going to be a long time of that coming? And then all this is about who's going to be the best, who's going to be the worst, who's going to have the most deaths in this game. So those are the first 5 questions we have for today on our stream. So give that a shot, and if you get those answers correct, once again, you will get 5 points towards the giveaway at the end of the stream. Again, we're giving away a $10 RP card to the winner of that draw. So get in on that, and it'll be a good time. Again, we are just waiting for the spectator to delay as we get in. So I'm just going to keep talking a little bit about these team compositions as we wait for that. So
should we introduce the starting lineups real quick?
Yes, definitely. I will do the University of Manitoba side. Over in the top lane, we have Rodov. In the jungle, we have Kept. In the mid lane, we have KBS. At AD carry, we have Soul, and at support, Hartwig.
And facing them are the Miami Redhawks. In the top lane, Fire Hoops. In the jungle, Dude Salad. In mid, Deathhawk. On AD carry, Iceberg Slim. And on support, Alex and Theo.
Okay, so where the Miami Redhawks have an advantage over here, I think, is they got better names.
So definitely I'm liking the names of the Miami Redhawks. Also, they really have that deception tactic going on because it turns out Miami University is actually in Ohio, not Miami.
Yeah,
so
the Miami in Florida is actually like the Miami Hurricanes. To just let everyone know, it's a little bit different for that.
If you're expecting those Florida shenanigans, then you're gonna be disappointed because these are Ohio players.
Yes, exactly.
So
Exactly.
yeah, I'm a big fan of Dude Salad. We'll see
That dude
how
sounds great name.
see if he can make some vegetables, mix some vegetables in that jungle.
Exactly. It's really interesting to see this guy pick up Zach for this game. Actually, Dude Salad a little bit in solo queue is. I wouldn't say as far as say it's his Ronnie one trick. He does play a bunch of Jarvan too, so it's interesting to see him pick up the Zach. A
That's
champion
right.
doesn't play a whole lot, but
A lot of
right now I
Sejuani.
really believe since the Sejuani nerf, just because of that Q nerf, I think for competitive play, the cooldown increase of that makes it really really hard. So I look forward to see what he's going to be able to do on this Zach here, because again, it's like you got that tank jungler, which is what everyone's kind of like on that metaphor. But we have Soul on the University of Manitoba side, rocking the Kazakhs, looking to get some picks. So I'm excited to see that jungle matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. If they meet early, that Zach is definitely going to be in some serious danger. The Kazakhs very strong in the early levels, a lot of burst, and if he gets snowballing, like we said before, that's a big problem for the Miami Redhawks.
All right, we have a quick pause in the game. Not 100% sure why. If they let us know, we'll let you guys know. So again, everyone, just gonna quickly roll over while we're talking with rollover. Quickly go over again the RP giveaway, just in case you're just tuning in now. There is an RP giveaway this week. Again, it's a $10 RP card. You just for watching, you get 12 points towards a draw at the end of the RP giveaway. And then we have some questions to ask you. If you answer them correctly, you get 5 points. The first person to answer them correctly, I should state. So I asked them away, but do you have the questions in front of you? And I'm not setting you up again.
I don't have them, and I can't find them.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
Yep.
Quickly, I will go over them.
So that's
again,
what's up.
first question is who's going to win this game? Who's going to get first blood this game? Who's going to have the highest and best KDA? Who's going to have the most farm and most CS? And again, who's going to have the most deaths is the final question to be asking. So I was told I should be asking them one at a time. So let's just go back and forth and say,
stop
again,
with that.
Who's going to win this game? Let us know what you're doing.
Give us your predictions. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to win, Johnny?
I got to give it up to University of Manitoba. Not to just seem biased, but they do have the star top laner and Rodov that we all know about. So
that's right.
The boy that was on scouting grounds and all that stuff. So they're great, and they're just gonna be awesome. And I think that's just gonna be like kind of what's gonna be in the carry. If I'm removing nameplates and just looking at the picks, though. Let's say we just assume everyone's equal skill. I actually slightly favor the Miami Redhawks team comp, but yeah. What are your feelings on that?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Redhawks team comp as well. I really like this team fight pressure they've going on. I like their scaling with the Rise and the Xayah, just so good in team fights against this kind of engage heavy comp out of University of Manitoba with the Braum and the Kazakhs and Nar. So yeah, I really enjoy the prospect of what Miami Redhawks might be able to do here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So we're seeing these two laners trade some CS over, trade some damage over in the bottom lane. They're pushing in hard is Hartwig, but a little bit of damage going back and forth. So good job by both teams really to make sure they're getting a bunch of damage in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so again, our second question for the RP giveaway is who do you think is getting first blood? We got to get that question in because that could happen in any moment. So sound off in the chat below if you believe who you believe is going to have the first blood coming up. So again, both teams are just kind of trading things. Deathhawk is coming back. He's using his teleport to get back into lane, pushed out to get that early tier, and is now looking to build that as he keeps going.
Yeah, interested to see Vladimir in the mid lane, and the trades early on I think will go in favor of the Vladimir actually. But as Rise starts getting up there, and as you mentioned, he does have that tier right now. He's got that minion dematerializer. In fact, they both do. So they're both going to be trying to push each other in and trying to get that lane priority. Here comes Kazakhs.
Here comes Soul, yeah. He's trying to get in that first gank, as they're saying, but the wave is probably too far pushed out, so he's not going to be able to get any more damage than that. So he's just going to trade a little bit with him and maybe make Hepsite slightly easier in the lane phase.
Yeah, that's actually a really successful gank, even without any summoners burned or any kills, just because it really gives Vladimir the ability to push in and makes him a little safe. Although here comes Zach from the bottom side.
Yeah, here comes Zach. He's jumping in onto Cap. He's got to just use that blood pool and get out, though. Like we talked about in Champ Select, just a super safe champion.
Very difficult to gank, and nice work by Kept to avoid that gank right there. Zach moving up towards the top lane. He is going to be in vision, though, because that Scuttle Crab was taken earlier.
Mm-hmm. So we're now seeing Kept teleport back to lane as we look back to this bottom lane. Everything's being pushed in pretty hard by KBS and Hartwig here, though. It is fortunate for them that Zach is over the top lane, but that's a lot of the reason. Yeah, again, they see that. They know they can push this bot lane harder because they know Dude Salad isn't going to be here anytime soon.
That's right. Yeah, and we have Spellbook, Unsealed Spellbook on both mid laners. They're going to be able to switch out from those teleports once they're finished with the laning phase. They want to get into more combat summoners. I would expect a Ghost on Vladimir, very, very strong on him in team fights, and perhaps something like a Exhaust or something on Rise just to get just to mitigate that damage.
Of course, within the first 10 minutes, it is threatening once that teleports are back up. They could four-man bot either of these teams at any time, so no, they're going to be keeping tabs on that for when they know the people are going to be jumping over into a bot lane.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, and all you Manitoba lanes so far are able to push in and give Kha'Zix that ability to free farm in the jungle, although not very many gank opportunities. And even in the bot lane, you might expect to see a lane gank, but Miami has gotten that ward in deep in the lane bush, so not even the opportunity there. And so what is Soul going to do? He is going to go counter jungle. He's looking in Zach's jungle to see if he can steal any camps away, get some deep vision, and now he will see Dude Salad buff when he comes in there.
Yep, here comes Soul coming over towards the mid lane, trying to get a gank camping off. It's not going to happen. We also saw some trading going on over in the top lane. Vantage currently over to Fire Hoops, at least in terms of damage over there. But everything being kept on pretty well. CS is in Vantage for Rodolph, so that's the big number, of course.
Yeah, CS advantage across the board for the University of Manitoba, as you might expect from those pushing lanes. And they're doing a good job of taking advantage of those. So Rodolph still hasn't gone back, and so he's actually going into the jungle as well, looking for a little bit of deep vision. And here's a fight in the jungle bot lane.
Yeah, here we go. We have Dude Salad and Soul going 1v1 over here, but KBS comes to potentially help him out. So he's just going to be able to jump out and be probably fine. But they're trading some damage back and forth as the Rise is now coming over from the mid lane. But everyone's just going to back off because no one can do enough damage.
Yeah, nice damage out there from Hartwig to get that damage on that Janna, but they will heal up okay. And he rocket jumps in to try and push him out.
Yep, just gonna rocket jump in, get a bit more of that CS zone him out. Again, like you were saying earlier, CS advantages across the board. He's winning by 13. That's close to a kill already worth of CS. So he's gonna continue to press that advantage.
All right.
Yep, both teams here playing a relatively safe early game. University of Manitoba, again, just pressing advantage in terms of CS, which is something you might have expected out of this game. So something's got to happen if you're looking for Miami Redhawks to be able to jump in and make sure they don't just slowly bleed away this game. Because they're down 1,000 gold and nothing's even happened. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we're seeing pretty passive advantages being gained by the U of M, which is what they want to do. I think they technically scale up a little bit better with that Tristana and the Vladimir. So I really think the game's in a good state for University of Manitoba right now, and I like what they're doing with these with this lane pushing, able to avoid ganks so far, which would be the fear with this kind of pushing style. And Dude Salad hasn't been able to make anything happen just yet, so we'll see if those two meet in the jungle, or we'll see if Dude Salad can find an unexpected position on one of these laners.
Yeah, so again, good job by University of Manitoba to continue doing what they're doing. We're now seeing both the junglers kind of near top side as they're going for their second round of getting their buffs there. And we're going to see, it's going to be very interesting where either of the junglers choose the path from here.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. The Cloud Drake is up, and I know how much you love Cloud Drake, Johnny, but we'll see if they prioritize that. I don't think that we'll see much action around the Dragon Pit early game, just because it's not one of those really high priority dragons.
It would be really nice on Kha'Zix, to be honest, but
yeah, absolutely,
it's not a
absolutely right. Ooh, and a good damage going out on Vladimir. More good damage, and he has to take the pool to go out. That will be priority for him. And here comes the ultimate from Ornn.
Yeah, Oran's looking at ultimate, trying to make a play happen, but Soul's going to be able to get out safely.
Yeah, no problem there. That's the ultimate burned, and so we'll see if the U of M is able to take advantage of Fire Hoops not having that really impactful spell up in the top lane. But so far, no action still going down on that in that top lane really, and you see Nar still staying ahead, Rodov still staying ahead, and CS quite far ahead as we expected from that matchup. So nice work by him to keep it pushed in. In fact, still CS advantages across the board for the University of Manitoba, and that is all they need to do in this team composition. I think that they are in a good spot. They just need. But what I do like actually out of Miami is that they've got some nice vision in the jungle. You can see a lot of red in the University of Manitoba jungle and across the river, and I really like that because it really gives Zach an opportunity to know where to gank and to know how effective his ganks and his invades are going to be. And here in the top lane, they clear out a ward. Not going to be able to find anything there, but I like what they're doing with the vision.
Yeah, 100%. Both teams being able to play a relatively slow game up to this point. We're 10 minutes into this game between the University of Manitoba Bisons and the Miami Redhawks. So,
we do have Soul soloing the dragon, actually, and it looks like he's going to get that completely for free. As much vision as Miami had, they just had no idea that that was happening, and that Cloud Drake's going to go across. So, as you say, really useful for Kha'Zix in his roams.
Yeah, jumps over that wall, avoids the ward that was in the river to do that, so they had no idea this was happening. Meanwhile, Rodov is forcing a flash out of Fire Hoops, but Rodov's going to continue the charge, and he's going to take him down real low, and that's actually going to be a big advantage, as he's just going to pick up a ton of CS with Fire Hoops out of the lane.
That flash being down and him being such low health means Rodov's going to be able to push that right into the turret, make him lose even more CS, and that top lane is just done. That Nar's going to get real scary real soon.
And I think the biggest thing, too, Fire Hoops, if he wants to get back in the lane, he's going to have to blow his teleport now. That's the teleport advantage going to be in favor of University of Manitoba, so they're going to have the options to use it.
But here comes the teleport to the bot lane.
Yeah, so there you go. They are bringing it down to the bot lane now. Let's see if Rodov is going to be able to respond. Soul's going to actually have to use his flash to get out of the jungle pit. So they win that exchange and at least forcing out a summer spell from the University of Manitoba Bison's jungler.
Yeah, the Kha'Zix jump was on cooldown in the dragon pit. A mistake. Well, a nice teleport by Ornn, although all they got out of it was the Kha'Zix flash, and Nar still has such a huge amount of pressure in that top lane. So really, they really wanted more out of that teleport than they got.
Yep, a lot of damage going onto that top tower now, and like I said earlier, a lot of CS going in favor to Rodov as he's now leading 103 to 69 in that little bit of battle.
And Dude Salad may be unseen here. He's got a good position on the U of Manitoba bot lane. We'll see if this gank comes in. Here
they do see something, but he's going to jump in. He's going to be able to use that ultimate and drag two of them in. Here comes the Braum ult to try to disengage and try to get out of there. It's so far going to be successful, and he do get out. Very good job of avoiding dying straight up by the University of Manitoba team.
Yeah, nice disengage, and Braum is forced to use the flash. Good gank, good ultimate by Dude Salad, so he was able to get those summoners out. I believe the summoner heal didn't go down, but the flash, he got the flash out of Braum, so nice work by him there. And this tower's so low.
Dude Salad trying to put on more work here. He's looking at Ket over in the mid lane. He tries to use his ultimate to get some damage out. He's got a blood pool to try to get away, but it might not be enough. It is enough. He's going to get away. Now Soul's going to join the fight. The flash is going to be forced out of Dude Salad, so he's going to have to use that to back up. And again, action, no deaths.
Yeah, and already that Hextech Proto Belt completed for Vladimir. He was able to use that to get out, and without that, I think he might have died. So really, really seeing those CS advantages pay off and seeing him get to that first item quicker. Nice work by him.
I thought he was dead for sure, but then I didn't realize he had the Proto Belt still on him, and then able to use it, get out safely, and be perfectly fine. So again, they're stretching the CS advantages and not dying on any of these ganks. And again, they're going to have TP advantages. Ryze is now coming back to mid using his teleport, and all the teleports are still up for the Manitoba Bisons.
Yeah, I actually was thinking we might see a little more action out of Soul on this Kha'Zix, but actually here comes Dude Salad into the top lane. No,
Dude Salad's looking
thinks better of it. And Rodov, nice awareness. Oh, nice damage there. Rodov, nice awareness in the top lane to know that Dude Salad was there and to just back off and avoid that gank without sacrificing too much.
I like the Abyssal Mask choice for the Rise on Deathhawk. It allows you to be a little bit tanky, so during the team fight parts of it, he can go for the back line, and as well, it still does add damage as it does take away magic resist from the enemy. So I think it's a very, very, very smart buy, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. It does increase a little bit of that Ornn damage. It also, against a Vladimir this strong, you really want to start building defensive. Otherwise, he gets to a point where he can really just kind of blow you up. And so you want that magic resist against him, that little bit of extra HP. So nice. I like that choice. It's pretty standard, I think, now on Rise. If you get really ahead, you might go Rod of Ages, or if you don't feel you have enough damage with the Xayah, they know that they're going to have enough damage in those team fights if they play them correctly. So I like the Abyssal Mask choice. And it looks like this tower is going to go down for free. I don't think there's much Fire Hoops can do about that on the top lane.
First brick is going to go over to the University of Manitoba side, as Rodov is going to be able to pick that up basically by himself. And again, he still has a 45 CS advantage as well over in the top lane. So he is just doing work, doing the own work over there on the top side. And
just as we expected, that Rodov, really nice matchup for him. He's doing a really great job, and he's just going to keep pushing. He's got that summon Airy to poke out Fire Hoops. And I like that. I like that choice. It's not, you don't always see that on Gnar, I think, but yeah, I like that choice because he knows he's going to have lane priority against this Ornn. He knows he's going to be able to push him out and get this pressure, and he's getting so much pressure in the top lane right now.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of damage to an Ornn that is built for when teamfights happen. Meanwhile, Soul is able to solo the Rift Herald, so they're going to use that to get some towers soon as well.
Yeah, the University of Manitoba does a nice job. Oh, is this an engage? No, it doesn't look like it.
A little bit of trading happening. That bomb's gonna go off completely. Harvey's gonna use his ultimate to push him out of the lane. But here comes Dude Salad on the Zac. He tries to do the ultimate, but it's gonna whiff a little bit. The Rise ult's gonna come in, but that's gonna be wasted as well. As everyone's actually just gonna be able to be safe, as now everyone just backs away.
Yeah, a lot of cooldowns used for absolutely nothing from the Miami Redhawks, and they're even able to get a little bit of a push, the U of M are, on that mid lane turret. So really nice turn of events for the University of Manitoba.
Yeah, seemed like a little bit of miscommunication going on here, but
Hartwig
is going to be communicating to his team, saying, let's go, let's fight, let's get first blood. That's going to go to the Kazakhs. He's going to try to jump in for that second one, but they're just going to get away and just enjoy that first blood goal.
Oh, yeah, Soul already with that serrated Dirk able to burst out so much damage. No summoners left for the bot lane, and they do get the turret, so, or they do get the kill, so really nice work by the bot lane there. Nice aggression by Hartwig to jump in on the recalling Janna to get that fight started.
So great job by Hartwig to be aggressive, knowing that your Kazakhs was right there for you. They're also going to take the Dragon as part of the prize. Kep's going to zone off the rest of this team, so this is basically going to be a almost free Infernal Drake.
Dude Salad coming in. No, not happening. Yeah, really nice, really good timing on that fight too. They were able to get it. They were able to get that bot lane pushing just as the Infernal Drake spawned, and so University of Manitoba, everything's coming up U of M right now.
Excellent job by University of Manitoba, basically being timely and doing everything right. Dude Salad trying to make something happen over towards the mid lane, but he's just going to make Kept back off and go back to base, and that's about it. And
I was saying before, the Kazakhs not super, not a lot of impact in terms of kills in the early game, although he does get the first one now that I was going to say that. But with the U of M strategy of pushing up their lanes, Kazakhs was able to get so much objective control, and that's why they were able to get those 2 dragons, the Rift Herald, totally pretty much for free. And so I like that strategy. On the Kazakhs, you do want to be finding those kills, but if you can't, you can get that objective control with your pushing. And here comes Dude Salad.
You could be running into Hartwig right away, but he's going to be able to jump away. Tristana just too safe of the champion.
Yeah, and that Brahm's so tanky already, they just cannot engage on him, even though he has no flash. Or he does actually have his flash back up, but Tristana has no flash. So the Brahm just too tanky for them to fight right now.
Yep. They're trying to put in some damage onto this tower, but Hartwig's going to be able to just pick up some little bit more CS as we look at over now to the mid lane. Dude Salad is trying to invade into the enemy jungle as Soul is currently not there, but he's going to be joining this bot side soon, and so is Rodolph, so it's a big fight might be happening right away.
Yeah, Rodolph coming down. They are somewhat aware, either they're aware of the Zac or they are just ganking bot lane, but here they find the Zac.
Yeah, Soul is now engaging onto Dude Salad. KBS is going to come and help and join, but Dude Salad's going to run away. Rodolph's going to try to get into the fight, but a flash is going to be forced out of Dude Salad. The teleport is now coming down from the other side. That's going to be Fire Hoops here. He's going to throw down the Orn ult to try to get a fight going on. Solo's putting on a bunch of damage, but now he's isolated all by himself. He's going to use that stopwatch and actually survive for now, but Deathhawk's going to be able to pick up that kill on the Soul. Iceberg Slim's going to pick up a kill on Hardwig on the other side. Rodolph with the ultimate from the Gnar is going to come down. He's going to be able to pick up a target, so Kep is going to pick up a kill there. He's going to pick up a double kill now, so a beautiful ultimate by Rodolph is going to turn around that fight and make it happen as he picks up another kill for himself, and that's going to be a 3 for 2.
Yeah, such a back and forth fight there, and it looked really good for Miami at first, with Iceberg Slim soloing out Hartwig on the side, but then really beautiful ultimate combination from Rodov and Kept, just so much damage, and University of Manitoba comes out on top. Really, really good job by them to react properly to the engage from Miami.
And even on top of the kills, they're also wrecking the enemy jungle. They're also going to get some deep wards over into this top side. So they're going to have a little bit of now a vision advantage, as well as that gold advantage, which currently sits at about 5,000.
Yeah, even though there aren't really any objectives to take, they did get that mid turret, but not that many big objectives to take at this point. A teamfight win at this point in the game is so powerful because you really want to start getting that deep vision in the enemy jungle. You want to start getting those lanes pushing and getting that map control just so you can set up for the Baron when it does start to spawn, which is in about 10 seconds.
So the Herald being forced to basically be used at this point.
Yeah, it was about to run
out. So just using it over in the mid just to distract them a little bit while the rest of the team works out. Goes back to basically like its laning phase again as we reach the 20-minute mark of this game. So we'll take this little bit of lull in action to be a time for our next question for the U of M giveaway, the RP giveaway rather, for our U of M stream. So, Rodolph going in, going hard. Again, who's going to have the most deaths in this game do you see happening? So far, the current leader of that is the Xayah. Do you think that trend will continue? Let us know if you think that will be right, or who you think will have the most deaths, as the person who is correct first will have 5 more points towards our RP giveaway.
Yeah, interesting that the Xayah already has the most deaths because she has that ultimate that keeps her safe. The Rise, I might expect, and speaking of Rise dying.
Yep, so they're just all on to Deathhawk here. So Rodolph's going to be able to pick up a kill. He's trying to save something out of this dude Salad, but he's going to pay for that with his life. The Orn ultimate's going to come out, and maybe he's going to be able to pick up something here. He's going to be able to pick up at least 1 kill. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they're just pushing in as hard as they can, but it's at least going to be 1 kill over for Miami, but 2 in favor of the Manitoba Bisons.
Yeah, nice catch on Rise. Good job by Fire Hoops to at least make something out of that. And something that I was looking for last fight didn't. Oh, here's the engage.
Tons of damage being put out by Harwig at this point. That Janna ultimate is going to try to save his life. He's now going to try to tank the tower and see if Harwig has enough damage to be able to make this happen. Meanwhile, Rodolph and Kept are coming in from behind, and it's going to be able to take 1 down. That's going to be 1 kill to Kept, 1 kill to Hartwig, and then they're going to take this tower.
Oh, I got that solo Q tunnel vision. Didn't see those two coming from behind, and I thought it was a bad communication between that Manitoba bot lane. But really nice flank, really nice tower dive. Just basic, just textbook from University of Manitoba.
That's why we're garbage. We don't look at the mini
That's
map.
right. That's why we don't.
That's a lesson. Look at the mini map. Oh, so great job once again by University of Manitoba to use a bunch of resources over in the bot lane to pick up another kill. They don't get the tower like I assumed that was going to happen, but they do now carry over 7,000 gold league. It's only 30 seconds now for this dragon, so you know they're probably going to start setting people over there. It's another Infernal, I believe. So
definitely definitely priority on this dragon because it's another Infernal, really strong on both teams. And watching this next fight for that Braum ultimate, or for that Braum shield to block the Ornn ultimate, it's a very important interaction in this matchup, and it can really turn the tide of a fight if Braum does it properly. So
here we go. We're now seeing that fight break out. Now they don't want to wait for the dragon spawn. They're trying to make some damage go on now, get a poke out, so maybe get them out of there so they can take this dragon for free. And it's happening as Soul is isolated onto Deathhawk. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can. He's going to force them out of the fight. Here comes Rodolph now, who's Mega Gnar, and he pulls out his arm. So Kept is going to be able to pick up one of the kills, and more damage coming out. That ultimate's going to come out of the Ornn. It's not going to mean a whole lot of much. That's going to be a double kill now going over for Kept. Another member is going down. Triple kill happening now, and he's popping off on this Vladimir.
Oh, such a beautiful ult from Rodolph there. He gets stopped by the Janna, he gets stopped by the Tornado, and he still managed to get in there and get a 3-man ultimate, totally turn the tide of the fight, and University of Manitoba are going to look towards Baron now.
Yeah, they go over to a Baron. Rodov is going to solo that dragon because why not? All that is left alive is Dude Salad, and he's not going to be able to do much. Maybe
Yeah, he
go
needs
for
a
the
miracle
YOLO
here.
steal over here. This is what we're going to try it down as the Baron is now down to 5,000, 3,000 health, and let's see if he's going to be able to pull
Getting
this
that
off.
vision in.
He's looking, he's going to be
He's
stretching the legs, he's jumping in, he's trying to make that happen, but everyone stops fighting the Baron
They
at the
pull
right
off.
time. Great communication, and they're going to eliminate him, take the Baron, go home to base, and enjoy their victory.
Really great control from University of Manitoba. Just stops right at the threshold of damage that Zach can do. He jumps in. He timed it pretty much perfectly, but U of M just outplayed him there, and the miracle will not happen this time for Miami. 13-3 in kills now. 12,000 gold differential in this game, and University of Manitoba looks really great.
That's one of those situations where I almost wish we had mic check going on over here for University of Manitoba.
Would love to
I
hear
would
those
love
comms,
to
yeah.
hear how that went by and how they all coordinated to make sure they all stopped at the same time and took out Dude Salad and done a great job of making sure it was all theirs and no Baron steal was going to be possible. So now they're invading into this jungle, getting some deep wards in. They're pushing in all the lanes, and University of Manitoba is doing a death march towards the Red Hawk base. Meanwhile, Soul's going to pick up a kill on Iceberg Slip.
Oh, okay. That's just Fed Cossacks right there.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
got that Dust Blade, got that Serrated Dirk. He's just so much damage. And if you said Zaya for most deaths, you are looking good right now for that 5 points, because that's a lot of deaths out of that Zaya.
And that isolation bonus damage being applied, and Soul just being able to eliminate a person and two-shot him out of the way. They're going to get this mid inhibitor while Tristana is pushing bot. She's getting that tower, gonna push it towards the rest of the bottom tower, and they're just gonna get another inhibitor tower, and there's nothing the Miami Redhawks can do about this.
It's just methodical right now from the University of Manitoba. They just are dismantling the Miami Redhawks, and it just doesn't look like there's any counterplay available. The Redhawks have a strong team fight, but it's just they don't have enough damage. They're too far behind. And University of Manitoba are going to peel off right now. They've used those Baron recalls to get out, steal some jungle away. Yeah, they've got full control of this game. It is their game to lose right now.
So excellent job, 14-3 in kills now, a 15,000 gold lead going over for the University of Manitoba Bisons, and they're doing a great job. Just again, throughout the early game, they were just stretching a small lead, and then once the opportunity came, they started to snowball and make it big.
Yeah, kept 25 stacks on that Medjai Soul Stealer. So much ability power on that Vladimir, and it is just he can pretty much 1v5 with that build right now.
All right, so that brings us to our next question for our RP giveaway. Who do you think is going to have the best KDA in this game? The early leader on right now is kept with a perfect 7-0-5 record. Does he keep that, or is Rodolph going to take it over? He's sitting at 2-0-7. Again, one of these just have to die by accident.
That's right, and then it all turns around. Yeah, really,
and
really
Braum
good.
Can still win that.
Brom's still a front runner in this. Yeah. Here comes Dude Salad with the engage.
He's trying to make something happen here. He's going to be able to get one member of University of Manitoba Bisons, but it's probably the wrong one. The flashes that have come out now. Captain's going to be able to come over from the other side to pick up a kill. Harvey's going to pick up one of his own. So the reset's now happening for the Tristana. Soul's going to pick up another kill. That's 4 members down already as Rodolph picks up the next one. And that's it. That's going to be game in favor of University of Manitoba.
So much damage from Kep there, and that's what 25 stacks on Medjai Soul Stealer will do. Just so much AP, and that's just adding insult to injury at the end there.
Literally faster than the base turret could do anything. Yeah. Oh, baby.
Crazy.
An excellent job put together by University of Manitoba, as a couple members have perfect KDAs in this one. So I guess if
the winner of that since 9 kills, that will be kept in this game.
Yeah,
anyway.
we'll give it to Kept. It's a perfect KDA for 3 members. So heck, you're basically right if you said any of the 3 at this point. So
exactly.
A wonderful job put together by the University of Manitoba team. A clean victory coming out for them, as they just again had a small advantage and just kept stretching it and stretching it and stretching it, and then eventually exploded at this 26-minute mark or 27-minute mark for them to win.
Yeah, really nice, and that game really showed you what lane priority can do with those pushing lanes. They got those pushed into the towers. Kazakhs had free reign of the jungle and the river, and they just snowballed it from there, just with Kept securing enough kills to become an absolute monster on that Vladimir, and just really nice play, really good work by Rodolph as well in those team fights, and in that and pushing that Ornn out. So really like what U of Manitoba does. I will have to see how Miami bounces back from this one.
Yeah, we will see how that goes in the game number 2. Again, this is a best of 3, so we're going to take a quick break over here for the University of Manitoba stream, and we'll be back with more action over here in Division 1 University of Manitoba versus the Miami Redhawks.